Hey, hello. Okay. Today I want to share the next part of my journey with cancer. Um, so I left the hospital. So I decided to leave the hospital and say no to the treatments. And yeah, first at home I just cried and just went in that why it isn't working and I'm missing something, and just letting all that frustration out. I know I went to my room and I just throw everything out. literally just throw with stuff, and just it felt so nice to release that, to just let that out. And when I did that, yeah, I was like, what now? Because okay, I know it's possible, but I don't know what I did, and I was also scared and what I'm going to do now. And yeah, at that point, my mind, I was just so afraid, and my mind, yeah, took over, and just okay, the next step is go to the alternative world and investigate that world. Um, but before I go into that world, I would just want to say how I investigated or explored, or searched in the medical world. I am someone that I was someone that always wanted to know everything. So the first time cancer, I just went on the internet and searched everything with type of cancer, and that type of cancer has this kind of treatment, and okay, that kind of cancer evolved in that way, and this one in another way, and I just wanted to know. I just wanted to be prepared in all kind of situations. Um, but yeah, it's also difficult. Not difficult. You also have to have, yeah, the ability to filter, because yeah, you are reading also the very bad stuff, and allez, yeah, it's just needed that you filter this, that you use what you want to use and the other parts you don't use. So I received the diagnosis of breast cancer spread to lungs, so stage 4, like you say in English. I started investigating again. Okay, I want to read stories of other women that now has this problem. Last time was just breast cancer, so I was looking on blogs for just breast cancer and how they did it and what all the stuff they went through. And now I wanted to look, okay, and now I have this. Okay, I'm going to investigate outside and just see how other women are doing in this journey. But I'm also investigating, yeah, what kind of treatments do I have, and okay, if these treatments not work anymore, what else is there for me? And I could see that with those other women because they were already doing it. But yeah, I didn't find a lot, and the ones that I found with my diagnosis, they died. They just died. Always the last post on their blog, that was from a family member that said, yeah, she died. So that was difficult, because you're scared, and you see there are no ways. But I just kept going and just searching, and my English wasn't good enough, so my searching area was in Netherlands and Belgium, and just women with breast cancer that spread to the lungs or maybe to other parts of the body, and reading their stories. I was also in a group with stage 4 cancer, also women with breast cancer that spread to other parts of the body. And there I could see this pattern, like, yeah, you get a treatment, then afterwards you go to another treatment, and if that one doesn't work anymore, you go to the next, and then your body is giving up, or maybe that was the last treatment and doctors don't have anything else, then you can go home and die. So I saw, and it was each time the same thing with all those women. And that was also waiting for me, because I was seeing, okay, I have this treatment now, and then I have one other, and then I have to go in this trial phase, testing phase, but that's not sure that you can apply, and it's all depending. So I just had 2 treatments. If this one doesn't work anymore, where I'm in now, then I have this last one, and then I can go home and die. And it was like, no, I don't want to wait till I'm dead. I don't want to. I don't want this. I see that what they are offering me, that is not the way that what I feel. And also I had a big advantage of, at the time it felt very painful, but now seeing it with my aunt, I could see how the hospital worked. I saw from the first diagnosis till her last breath in the hospice, so I knew that's not the way that I want to go. I want to try something else. But I didn't know what something else was, and I was too scared to look at something else. So it was in the, when I couldn't find examples, and when I always received, no, you can't, that's where I give up everything, and where I changed my focus from what can I control to what can't I what I don't can, allez, what I can't control to what can I control. And that was only my time now and what I'm going to do, and where I changed, where I started searching within of who am I, and letting go of the fighting and starting, okay, I'm going to live, but I didn't know how and what I wanted to do, and that's why I started searching inside. And as you know, in that 4 months after the checkup came, and there they said everything is gone. So I was, what? The thing I was fighting for a year was now here, so that it was possible. And the thing I wasn't chasing anymore, when I let go of that, it came to me. So there I saw the possibility. But as you know, it came back because I saw my mind change and all this 4 months and all this stuff. But when I made that decision to leave the hospital, I was like, for me it's crazy to stay here, because I would die eventually. And why can't I try something else? Okay, maybe I will die, but maybe I don't, because I saw that it was possible. I did something, but I'm missing something, because it's back, but I don't know what. So that's why I could leave the hospital, and just my heart was just yelling, no, don't go back in treatment, because I saw a possibility. I saw a way, but I didn't know how. So my why was bigger. I just wanted to live life. But it's that was a very hard decision. And my fears just came up so big, and for me the logical next step, when my mind took over, when I was just too fearful for everything, but I wanted to do, and it was the next part of in my step in my journey. It was like the alternative world, the holistic world. What do they have? What do they offer? And that's where I started. Also reading online, blogs, asking people who did it, reading books. and I also went to two different kind of doctors, and holistic doctors, and seeing what they had to offer. And the first thing I did, I was already changing my diet before, raising all the sugar and all the stuff, but now I was going to a really strict diet of Moerman. But that wasn't to fight the cancer. For me personally, it was to support my body, because I was in so much stress because of the fear and all the stuff, and I know this was taking so much energy of me that I needed to support my body. And so I started doing that. That was a big thing. And then I started the investigation, the research of everything, and I think I was 2 months in it, in the alternative world, and just looking around and reading but it was when I was with the last holistic doctor, I saw this diet that I was doing, that it was two parts. It was like the juicing and the healthy food and everything, but there was also a part that you needed to take all the pills and supplements, but there I felt resistance, like, no, I don't want this, because I was already doing so many treatments now at home. My closet was full with pills again, but now on a natural way. And now I was receiving more pills and more, and the checkups was now on a natural way with the heat source, and I was like, I feel I'm in the hospital again. And I was like, no, I don't want this. I'm fighting against cancer again. And for me, that wasn't the key, because I saw when I surrendered and when I changed, that's the key. So at first I had to go to this, because my mind was just so afraid. But then when I was experiencing, I felt like, no, this is not it. This is not for me. I don't feel it. I'm still fighting cancer, and that felt as fighting against myself. And I didn't want to fight anymore against myself, because it was a battle I was going to lose. And I saw, that researching within, that was my key. And also I didn't want to depend on something outside of me, because when I was investigating the alternative world, I saw, I saw people heal of things they said, like, you can't heal anymore. So I really love that, and I don't say that it's bad, and I don't really want to break down the holistic world. That's not my point here. My point is just, for me, it didn't feel right. My belief system was something else, because, I saw people healing of it. So there was possibilities, so that's good. You're feeding your mind like, oh yeah, it's possible. That's very good. But then also people were dying, but in hospital people also died. But then I saw a third group. I saw people that healed themselves, but then afterwards, years later, when they stop with their treatments, like example, their wheat oil or their healthy food-based diet or something, then it came back. So for me, it was like, oh no, it doesn't work, because there are also examples of that they will die when you stop with the treatment. And I could see, like, I don't want to be depending on a treatment, because if I stop with the treatment, then it will be back. So I was like, no. And also seeing that fighting part again, I didn't know, this is not for me. I just took the juicing because I saw I let control my blood, and very specific, and that changed so much. My blood results just was so good. So, but I took it as to support my body and not to get rid of cancer. No, because I believed that it was there to help me. I wanted to know the cause of it and not treating the symptoms. I wanted to go to the roots. So yeah, and also these two worlds, the medical world and the alternative world, they are always fighting to each other, and I hope one day they're just going to collaborate, work together, because they have so much, they have good points in each world. But now it's like, if you go to the alternative world, it's squash, and it's and if you die there, then it's like, you didn't listen, so it's your own fault. You didn't say what the doctor said, so but and then it's like, the alternative world is bad because she died. But in the medical world, each day people die of cancer, and that's just normal. And that's what I was very alone in this period, because it was okay for me to die in the hospital, but when I choose my own way and try something else and die, then our people were, they didn't support me because they were scared. And I know it's only to help me grow also. Like, you don't need the people to believe in yourself. So that was another lesson that I learned from cancer, that the only one who has to believe is you. Because at first I was like proving, look, there are people healing themselves in the holistic world, but people were, but I don't believe that. So I was putting so much energy also in trying to prove to others it's possible, but I was losing so much energy to it. So I just felt at that point, like, what I'm doing at this point, the proving part, the fighting, I was losing so much energy, and it didn't feel right anymore for me. So that's why when I also said, no, I don't want this anymore. That's why I decided I'm going to put everything on my inner world. And I could see, that's for the inner world. That's for the next episode. That was a really crazy period. And now, saying this, I just feel so much tension also, and so much still, like, there are so many parts of that has to be seen by me, because I was very unaware that period, because I was so afraid. So I'm glad that I can share this with you and heal myself and help myself also with bringing this out and breathe. So a very important question is, what do you believe? Because I saw with me, I believed that it was possible. I saw and I experienced it in my body. So you have to ask yourself, what do you believe? Like, do you believe that the doctors are saying that you aren't curable anymore? Then it's like that. And then you block yourself from opportunities that the universe is trying to give you, or ways, or maybe you just have to investigate or search, like, okay, this is what the doctors are saying, but aren't there people that are healing themselves of it? And that's what I did. I first didn't find any examples, because I was searching very specific, like, okay, breast cancer, Belgium, Netherlands, and spread to the lungs. I couldn't find anyone. And afterwards I changed my and medical world. Afterwards I took the alternative world. So I saw already possibilities. Oh, people are healing themselves, even though the doctor said it wasn't possible. They are doing it. But also people, yeah, it wasn't possible. And so, yeah, and the fighting, so it didn't feel exactly, yeah, for me, because that was my belief system at the point. So you have, yeah, it's just you have to search for yourself. How do you see things? How do you, yeah, see life? That's the important key. If you believe that this treatment will work and heal you, then it will. And that's with me. I believed my body could heal itself, and I followed that, and that's what it has done. So it's always what you are believing and what your intention is. If your intention is, okay, I just don't want to suffer too much because of the cancer and I want to die. Yeah, you don't want to die, but yeah, I don't know how I can say this. Yeah, you just have to see what your intention is. Like, what is your goal, or what is your, is it, yeah, just fighting the cancer, or is it, yeah, for me, my goal was I wanted to live. I just wanted to live life, and without treatments, without doctors, without checkups, just I wanted to be depending on myself again. That was my core belief. Yeah, that was my intention. My core belief was that it was possible because I saw it. So what is your belief? Are you believing what the doctors are saying to you? And is it true? Aren't there other people healing or healing themselves? There are so many researches. So many, it's how you see things. Like the word impossible, for me it means I'm possible. It's the same word, but it's just how you see it. And that's my journey also. It's how do you see things. And that was the next gift I received from cancer, to help me how I saw things, how I was working, how my belief system worked, and how I followed my heart and just see like, okay, this is working for me, this is not feeling right, and just taking with you what feels right for you, and all the rest you leave it behind. So it's a next gift that I wanted to share, and where I'm very blessed for, that I can see that it's me, how I see things in life, that will change with you. And that's an important key in this journey. Like, ask questions, go do research, find what your heart is saying, and listen to the next step. Okay, thank you for listening and watching, and good luck to you all. Bye.